Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Kismet. Happy February 1st, 2026. I was scrolling through the Billboard charts this morning, and it's just wild. We see all the sold out arenas, the global hits, but it got me thinking. Do you remember the exact second the air shifted? Well, today, we are putting on our gloves and doing a deep tissue autopsy on the one song that just refused to die, SB19’s Go Up.
No, seriously, just take a second and actually try to picture it. A reality where those anthems just aren't there. It's kind of scary, right? Because we so take for granted that they're the kings of P-pop now. But that alternate timeline, the one where SB19 just kind of fizzled out after 2019, we were this close to living in it. That was almost our world. Okay, so let's set the scene. Back in 2019, the guys were at the absolute end of their rope. They were exhausted, they were flat broke, and their last single, Talaluha, it didn't catch on. It didn't light the fire they so desperately needed. And look, this wasn't just some creative block. This was a full-blown existential crisis. I mean, everything they had trained for 3 brutal years, was about to just poof, vanish. And it's from that place of pure desperation that they took one final shot in the dark. Go up.
So what was it? Why did this song hit when the others didn't? To get that, we have to pop the hood and get our hands a little dirty. So let's deconstruct this thing piece by piece and find the clues hidden in its EDM architecture.
First thing you gotta know, the tempo. The track is locked in at a very, very specific 126 beats per minute. Now, this number is no accident. It is scientifically engineered to keep your heart rate in that perfect little workout zone. It's creating this physical push, this feeling of forward momentum. It's basically telling your body to move before your brain even knows what's happening. And then there's the harmony. Okay, for all my music nerds out there, the song is mostly running on a Vi-4-I-4-I progression. That chord progression is like the official sound of longing. It's the same emotional DNA you hear in monster hits from Adele to Journey. But the real secret weapon here is how that super tense V chord finally resolved to the I chord in the chorus. It's this massive release, this feeling of actually being lifted up. This is just so brilliant. Look how they manage the energy. In the verses, they're using subtractive synthesis. The easiest way to think about it is they're putting the sound in a small, dark room, okay? They're carving out all the bright, shiny, high frequencies. It makes you lean in, right? It builds tension. And then, bam, the chorus hits and they just blow the walls off. They flood your ears with the full frequency spectrum, all these stacked synths. It feels like a supernova exploding. It's storytelling with sound, and it is masterful. So here's the bottom line. Every single technical choice, the BPM, the chords, the production tricks, they are all pointing in one direction. They are all working together to create a single unified feeling, the physical sensation of going up. But look, a perfectly engineered song is just a machine without a ghost in it, right? To really get Go Up, you have to understand the heart, the sheer emotional desperation it was born from. So let's dig into that. You have to remember, when Pablo, who was still Sajin back then, wrote these lyrics, he was not trying to craft a pop masterpiece. He was writing a mantra, a personal plea for himself and for his brothers. This was a survival manual designed to keep their dreams' heart from flatlining. And you can hear that raw, desperate urgency in every single word. Honestly, if I had to bottle up the feeling of this song, this is it. It is the sound of 5 guys realizing they are in a total freefall, but instead of screaming, they decide to build the plane on the way down. That raw, hungry, almost chaotic energy, you just can't manufacture that. So the song comes out, the official music video drops, and, well, not much happens. The spark that lit the whole fuse, the real tipping point, came from somewhere totally unexpected. And hey, if you're into finding these little turning points in music history, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, would ya? So let's put these two side by side. The official music video, it was great. It was polished, had a cool story, but the dance practice video, that was something else entirely. It was just raw. One camera, no cuts, 5 guys in a dance studio, no frills, but that synchronization, that power, that desperate Filipino puso, that heart, you could feel in every single movement. That's what cut through the noise. It was undeniable, unfiltered proof of talent. And once that video went viral on Twitter, things started happening fast, like really fast. 2 months later, boom, they're on the Billboard Next Big Sound chart. 1 month after that, they make history as the first Filipino act ever on the Billboard Social 50. It was like a cascade effect, and it had just begun.
So I've got a question for all the A10s watching right now. What was it for you? What was that exact moment when you just knew that SB19 was about to change the game? Was it seeing that dance practice video? Or did it come later? Drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to read your stories.
Okay, so that viral moment didn't just save the group. No, it was so much bigger than that. It laid the foundation for an entire movement. The shockwaves from Go Up ripples across the whole industry, and it became way more than just one band's hit song. Here's the most crucial takeaway. Go Up became the proof of concept for the entire modern P-pop scene. Think about it. Before this, the idea of a Filipino group going through that intense K-pop level training system was a huge gamble. Go Up was the winning lottery ticket. It proved the model worked. It showed everyone that if you combined that grueling training with an authentic Filipino heart, you could create something that would explode globally. This song was the start of, well, everything. So here's the final verdict. Looking back at it now from our vantage point here in 2026, Go Up is not their most complex or polished song. I mean, they've evolved so much. But it is without a single doubt their most vital song. It's the cornerstone that this entire empire was built on. And for that raw, world-altering importance, it gets a score of 9.5 out of 10 layers of cosmic dust. And hey, if you enjoyed this little deep dive, hitting that like button really does help a lot.
All right, one last question before you go, and I'm super curious about this. You have to put one SB19 song into a time capsule to be opened in the year 3000. To explain this whole era of music, what do you pick? The vital, desperate beginning, Go Up, or the global record-shattering phenomenon, Gento? Let me know your choice below. I'll see you in the next one.